Okay, today I'll be doing a coolant flush, and I pretty much have all the tools that I need right here. Okay, once you get in there, you have to use this 7/32 right here to take off the splash guard down at the bottom right here. And then for the plug itself, it'll take a 19 millimeter or either a 3/4 inch socket, which is the equivalent to a 19, whatever, both of them will work. And once I get in here and take off the spout, or take off the plug, I got this catch pan right here that I'll be using to catch most of the antifreeze. So without further ado, let's get going. Okay, I got several of these little screws like this all across the bottom to take off, and once you get them off, then you'll be able to get to the plug right here that's attached to the radiator. So let me pull that off, and then I can get to the plug down here. Okay, you also have some screws right here on the side. Don't forget to get those too. Okay, I got one more bolt right here. One more screw. Then the splash here to come off. Okay. There it goes. Alright. And here's the plug right here. And it takes a 19 millimeter socket. Okay. So let me get my socket and pull it off. Okay, the thing about this splash guard is I'm not taking it all the way off. I still got it attached on the sides right here. So this, as long as it's down and out of the way and you can get to the plug right here, you're good. So I got my socket right here. Go ahead and loosen this. Okay, I got it loose just a little bit. I want to see drainage. I got my pan right under it here. I don't want it to break because I've had one break before. But I'm making sure my engine is cold. Go ahead, that's loose enough. Get this pan up under here and try to catch as much of this as I can. Okay. Alright. Okay, that's good right there. Alright, I don't know if you can see that or not. Go ahead and pull this out. My engine is cold. So I'm going to go ahead and, there it goes. Coming on out. Go ahead and take the plug out. Just like that. Now I might have to take the cap off my reservoir right here so I have better flow. So I think I need to do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and loosen up my cap right here, my reservoir. That way I have better flow. Okay, it'll come on out and I can hear it right there. Okay, I'll go ahead and pull it off like that. Okay, when that's empty, what I'm going to do is flush it out with some water and try to get as much of the rust and corrosion out of there as I can, Okay. My system holds about 2.9 gallons of antifreeze. So after this is filled up, I'm going to take it and dispose of it the right way. I don't want any animals coming around trying to drink this, because it has a sweet taste to it, and they'll drink it, but I don't want to harm any animals, so I'm going to dispose of it the right way. Okay, this takes about 12 quarts, so I'm going to take this antifreeze and dispose of it properly. I don't want none of our furry friends getting around to drinking any of this. So I'm going to pull this cap off right here. Okay, go ahead and pour that in there. Take it to one of these local auto parts stores and dispose of it if I can. So. Okay, now that I've got that plug out, my system is empty. What I'm going to do is go ahead and run some water through the system for about 10 to 15 minutes to flush it for whatever debris might be in it, whether it's rust or corrosion or whatever. So I'll go ahead and put the hose in here and I'll go ahead and start rinsing it out. Okay, I got my hose pipe right here inside of my coolant reservoir. I'm going to go ahead and turn the hose on and go ahead and rinse it out. Okay, starting to come out down here. Okay, I run it like that for about 15 minutes and then I'll go ahead and shut it off. Okay, here's the plug. This plug is in pretty good condition, so I don't need to buy a new one. I just have to clean this up a little bit and I just put it back in there. Okay, I'm gonna look at this real quick before I put it in my vehicle here. Okay, this is what you call the Prestone Total Cleaning Cooling System Cleaner. Okay, what it does, it removes buildup gunk, grime, corrosion, and rust. I can hear that plane in the background, I guess. It's kind of loud, but anyway. It says one bottle treats 3 gallons. Okay, 3-gallon system. Mine is a 2.9 system. So it says for a larger system, use 2 of these bottles. So, and gives directions on how to use it right here. Okay, this was about $6. I got it at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. So my system is not in bad shape. It's just that I haven't flushed it in 5 years. But I'm gonna go ahead and flush it anyway, just in case I do have a little bit of buildup in my system and I can't see it. Okay, now that I've already drained my system, it wasn't real dirty, so what I'm going to do is just reinstall this plug right here and fill my system up with water. Okay, that's good enough, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and fill my system back up with water. Okay, now that my cooling system is full, I'm going to fill it up with this Prestone Total System Cleaner right here. Okay, what I'm going to do is put my top back on and run my engine for about 10, maybe 15 minutes. Okay, I'm getting start up the engine. Okay, once you get your engine started, turn your heat all the way up. Okay, let your engine run for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to wait until my engine cools off, and after my engine cools off, I'm going to go ahead and remove the plug and then install or put in 50/50 antifreeze in the distilled water. Okay, today I'll be using concentrate, antifreeze concentrate. Reason for that is that I'm going to be going 60-40 instead of 50-50, although it is recommended that you do a 50-50 pre-diluted, which I would recommend. But this is my first flush on this vehicle, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. So that's why I got my distilled water right over here. Okay, I just recently changed out this coolant reservoir. You see it's pretty clean, and that's the reason why I changed it out, because the one I had before this one was kind of dirty. It had a little bit of buildup in it, a little bit of rust. So it's time, and it was time for me to change out the reservoir. So it's been 5 years now since I've had this vehicle. So you can see right here, I'm waiting for the engine to cool down so I can go ahead and flush it again, and then put in my antifreeze mixture here. But I've always had heat, haven't had any problem with heat, and this car is pretty clean. I didn't have as much buildup, or I didn't really see any kind of rust, any kind of buildup in it. But I know once I'll be able to take the plug out down here at the bottom, and if I see any rust, I see the buildup coming out of it. So I give it another 15-20 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour this plug down here at the bottom, and I'll go ahead and rinse it out and put some fresh new coolant in here. Okay, it just so happened that they didn't have the 50-50 pre-diluted antifreeze that I needed, so that's why I'm using concentrate, but it should work out. Okay, it's been over an hour, so now I'm going to go ahead and pull this plug off so I can go ahead and drain my system. Let's see if that's right. Okay, it goes this way. Okay, it's loose enough to where I can loosen it by hand. So it's coming out of there. It's not that hot, but it's coming. Good thing to wear gloves. Okay, here it comes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and loosen my reservoir cap right here, and that'll give it better circulation. There it goes. So after that finish coming out of there, I'm going to flush it again with water, and then I'll fill my system up with antifreeze. You can see it's kind of bubbling a little bit. That's the flush still in the system coming out of there. Okay, I can go ahead and pull this cap off and put my hose back up in here. Go ahead and turn my water on and go ahead and finish flushing the system out. Okay, it's filling up. And it's coming on out down here. So once all that gets flushed out, I'll go ahead and put my plug back on there, and then I'll fill it back up with the recommended amount of antifreeze. Okay, what I'll do, I'll flush it like that for about 10 minutes, and then I'll put my plug back in my radiator. Okay, now that I'm finished flushing, I can go ahead and put this, see if you can see it or not. Put the plug back in. Okay, I'm finished with my final flush. Now I can put my plug back in. Tighten it up a little bit by hand first. You don't want to get it too tight. Hear that train in the background. Okay. And get your wrench. And don't need to tighten it up that much. Just a little bit. Because it's plastic, and next time you take it off, you don't want to break it. So you tighten it up just a little bit like that. And that should be good. Now I just need to fill up my system with the proper amount of antifreeze and distilled water. Okay. Now what I'm doing is installing the splash guard back on. Pretty easy. Okay, get it set up. Okay, all I need to do is just put my screws back in, and I'll be finished with that. Okay, I'm down to my last screw here for my splash guard. Okay, so I got it on all the way around. So, okay, looks pretty good. On there pretty tight. So I just need to go on to the next step. Okay, I got my spout ready. All I need to do is just start filling up with antifreeze first. Then after that, my distilled water. Okay, get started on my antifreeze. Okay, I can't pour and hold the camera at the same time, so I'm going to have to go ahead and put this camera down and go ahead and pour my antifreeze in first. Okay, here's the second gallon. Okay, here's my distilled water. Yeah, I know when I start it up, it's going to level itself out. Okay, I'll just sit here and wait and let it level itself out. Okay, once you have the proper amount of antifreeze in your system, and you got your system stirred of all the bubbles, then you'll be finished. Okay, after you've done all those steps, and you're finished with all your coolant, then go ahead and take your car for a drive and get all the air out of the system. Okay, I done did my test run, and it looks like I need to add a little bit more antifreeze. I've been riding for about an hour, so I need to top up with the proper amount of fluids. I may need to add a little bit more antifreeze, but that should pretty much be it.